Hi everyone, I'm Isabella. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a practice welding vlog. So basically I'm just going to be practicing my welding skills and things today, and I'm going to vlog it with you guys. This channel was originally just going to be um, maybe shopping vlogs and other types, but I think that I'm going to start doing some more garage vlogging. I really enjoy doing things in the garage, welding, working on my car, doing things like that. So I'm probably going to start vlogging a lot of that. And my dad and I are actually getting ready to start our own channel, and so whenever we start that, I will let you guys know, and then I will start linking it in the descriptions of my videos so you guys can check out our mutual channel as well. But yeah, today we're just going to be doing some welding. I don't have the welder or anything else set up, but we're going to set that up. Not welding anything specific, we're just doing some practice. We have some scrap metal laying around, and I'll probably practice some straight lines and stuff on that, and so you guys can watch me progress in my welding journey and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to go start setting up the welder and everything, and then I will get back to you guys when I'm done. So we have the welder currently being stored back here. I'm not sure where I'm going to set it up yet. Probably going to open the garage and set it up out there. This is the current outfit I'm wearing to do this. Honestly, probably not the best outfit I could wear for welding, but you know, I want to get welding coveralls eventually, but not gonna lie, I'm kind of poor, so we have to save up for some welding coveralls. My dad has a pair, but he's 5'7", I'm 5'2", and so it kind of looks awkward when I wear those. So I'm gonna save up for a pair that I can keep for myself that actually fits me. Probably gonna go for Carhartt. I don't do Carhartt. Does Carhartt sell overalls? I don't know. I know they sell lots of hoodies and things, so I'm gonna see if they sell coveralls too because I love Carhartt brand. Yeah, I'm gonna go set up the welder. Be right. So we're back and the welder is set up over here. Thanks to my dad helping me. I need to find. Don't worry, you're not being shown. I need to find the mask and the gloves, which here they are. I'm actually going to set the camera down really quick so I can get these out. So we have our helmet and our gloves. This is what I was practicing on yesterday. I messed up quite a few times, and then I started getting a little better, and if you look at the inside you can see where it started to go through a couple of times. My dad is getting me pieces of metal to practice on. And I also had practiced on this at one point where I was, because we have a big metal board thing here, and we put this piece of metal on it, and I was practicing welding it to this piece of metal. And then I was going to do the other side, but I think right now I'm just going to practice welding along the lines of this. And we are going to clean it up first so that the welder doesn't struggle too badly. And so I'm going to go find some rags really quick so we can get that all cleaned up. So I have my goofy little cap here. This one's not what we're going to be using for welding because that would blind me. This one is what I'm going to be using for grinding, so we can grind this piece of metal so that we can weld better. And I have a setup here so I can set the camera down and you guys can watch me do this. So let's get started. Alright, so we have where the spot where I'm going to be welding down. I'm going to practice just welding a simple line down here, and we have that all grinded or sanded, whatever, and so we can weld on that easier. So let's get the welder set up. So we're going to button up my shirt a little bit more just so I don't burn myself while I am welding, because I did that yesterday. I burnt myself a lot because I was wearing Crocs, and that was painful, to say the least. So I'm gonna go finish buttoning up really quick. Alright, so we have the top buttoned up, and then we have the bottom tied, and so we are ready to get our gloves and mask on and start welding. And then I will show you guys the product of whatever I do to that, and then if I do something decent on that, then I'll move on to something else, because I'm trying to practice welding at different levels until I can get to a certain milestone and I'm gonna weld something else. I've not been welding for very long. Yesterday was my first full day of welding, and before that I've only welded once. I think I welded for like 2 hours yesterday. I'm gonna try to aim for 2 hours of welding every week, and because we're trying to get decent, pretty good at welding. So lots of practice, and so you guys are going to see a lot of welding videos coming up, and so I hope you guys are going to enjoy those. And yeah, I'm going to go get started on that welding project, because I only have an hour. Alright, so I just tested it up, it's working. So we have sawhorses holding up our metal board here. I don't know why I'm saying board, metal plank, whatever it is, metal slab. And the sawhorses have these foam pads on them, and one of them already has a bunch of holes, and this, it sparked, and some of the wire broke off when it sparked, and it got all over there and burnt a huge hole in it. So we're gonna try not to catch things on fire today.
Protect. Don't leave flammable rags underneath your welding.
You are right.
You're okay. Just slow down a little bit. Remember when you remember, no one became an expert overnight.
True. Alright, so my dad came out and gave me some tips. I'm going a little bit too fast, and so we're going to try to slow down a little bit. And also, my wire is getting kind of long, so I'm going to go find my wire cutters and cut that wire so it doesn't get too long, because when you're welding, I'm not an expert, nowhere near an expert, but you're not supposed to let your wire get too long. And so I'm going to go find my wire cutter so I can cut that down. Okay, we have our wire cutter, so I'm going to go cut that wire down and then continue welding. And then after I finish this last line, I'll show you guys. If it looks good, I'll probably move on to something else. If it's awful, I will continue practicing on that and then move on to something else. Alright, so as you can see, that's not too long. Camera, please focus. Whatever, it's not going to focus. I think you can tell that it's not too long. You don't want your wire to be really long, but you don't want it to be too short either, so you just cut it down to a very tiny little tip. My dad taught me that. We love dad's tips. Also, we have these little things. I don't know if you can see it. Little clumps that will gather up on the end here, and we don't want those either, so we want to take our cutters and pull those off if we can, or just scrape them off like I did. Sometimes they're really easy to just scrape off, and other times they're harder. Alright, so it is very hot and I do not want to burn myself, guys. If you can't see, there's still smoke coming off of that. So I want to be careful while holding this because it's, again, really hot. It's burning me already. So down here, okay, actually, guys, I am not going to hold that because it is burning me through the gloves. I'm going to pick up my phone and I'm going to take you over there and show you guys what is going on. Alright, so over here on these edges, you can see it's really dirty. I haven't shaved any of it down and gotten all the gunk off yet. There's a word for it, I just can't remember. Also, you can see where it's changing colors because of how hot it was. But down here, you can see I'm definitely going too slow. Over here, it gets a little bit better, not by much because we turn the heat up. So over here, I'm probably staying for too long. And then if we go down here, as you can see, it's a little bit better, still not great. And if we look at the bottom, let me take a look there. It's not going through how it's supposed to. So we're going to try again over here on this. And we're gonna stop on this because this is getting really hot and I'm done messing with this. This one's a little bit harder to do, so we're gonna just leave that be. And we're gonna go onto this over here. So let's get all of that out of the way. So we're gonna go along the edge of this right over here. Make sure you can still see our setup. There we go. Gave up on that piece right there. Okay. It's not looking good. I'm not doing too great. And so I'm starting over here, and so over here you can tell it's not the best, but then you can see as you can see, I can get over that. I can get over here, it's a little bit better. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that? Ow!
Did it get you?
Yes, it did.
You broke the two pieces.
Yeah, it's just connected to the bottom. I buttoned up my hoodie with my sweater because I figured that's probably a good idea so I don't burn myself.
I lost.
Guys, look at my dad. He's taken over my job. And we're gonna look away.
Okay, come on over here.
Yeah, that's what it should look like.
So I had it pointed kind of like this. And then I just went.
Burns.
Okay, so you can see how, if you take a look in there, you can see how it melted this piece and this piece.
Yeah, so they're together.
Yeah, that's kind of what you want.
Alright.
Okay? Goals.
Goals.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. I'll get a hang of it.
You'll get the hang of it. Right. I'm going to go back in and continue what I was doing.
Okay.
You didn't catch the house on fire yet, right? It's a good idea to, and then occasionally, don't forget, don't.
I was like, I guess we'll see.
I mean, the chances of it happening are pretty slim, but they're never zero.
So let's be really careful.
Should always be really quick. Okay, sweetie. Love you. I'm gonna be inside.
Okay, we got great lessons from my dad on this because I'm doing awful, but we'll get there, guys. Okay, so I feel like we did a little bit better over there. I'm going to find whatever my dad did with the grinder. I'm going to grind it a little bit and see how it looks. Got a grinder? Okay, so we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna show you guys what I did in the progress I made. So over here you can see this was where I started at, and you can see how it is not welded to the piece of metal, it is under it, and the puddles are very inconsistent. And then over here, my dad started over here somewhere, I don't know where, I covered it up on accident, but you can see the puddles are more connected, and you could see it a little more, but I accidentally welded down there a little bit more than I should have. And yes, guys, it is ugly, but please remember I am 16 and learning how to do this, so it's gonna look really ugly, but it's definitely a little bit more consistent and put together down there. And so I want to get it even more consistent than that. And so that is a little bit of progress from before. Welcome back. So over here is where I started, and you can see where it's not connected. And down here is a little better. It's still really ugly, but progress a little bit, I think, maybe.
You could always go back over this area right here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you.
What time is that time for you to sing yet? Is it?
Let me see. Nope. 10, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Alright.
I got some stuff I have to do out here. Now remember, don't get discouraged when you watch your videos, the how-tos and stuff, and they make beautiful looking welds, because you're seeing a 10-minute video. You're not seeing the 10 years that it took them to practice. So, you'll get there.
With time, we will make it. Alright, so are you going to be out here working?
Yes.
Alright guys, my dad's going to be out here working, so if there's any background noise, my dad is working, and don't mind him.
No, they're not going to see, or they're not going to hear background noise.
Oh, okay, never mind, he said you're not going to hear background noise. It's okay, Pedro.
They're going to see a fat guy walking in the background.
Oh, he says you're going to see a fat guy walking in the background. Be nice to yourself, Dad. Alright, so the first part I showed you guys where it was really inconsistent and not welded to the actual piece of metal, I'm going to go back over that and see if I can make it any better.
Oh, dude.
Dude. Shoot. Go on.
Mary.
Go do CJ things. And look away, because I'm going to start this again, so look away.
more pro tip.
Hey, come here.
Can I put this like this?
Yes. Okay, look, so I was gonna go along here, the top line, and I did it. See that?
Yes.
It's not
Okay.
awful.
But don't forget, you want to get, see how you went along the top line?
Yeah, that was the goal.
But you didn't get along. Okay, so for following the line, you did good. But to get fusion,
Yeah.
you'll get there.
I was gonna practice like following the line first, and then I was gonna do it again on the bottom. I'm gonna start grinding, so look away. Okay, you might be able to see a small line on my forehead from how tight I had that helmet. But we are kind of making more progress over here if the camera decides to focus ever. You can see up here where the line was slightly more straight, and down here where it connects a little bit better than it did before. Alright guys, so that was our practice for today. I have to end the video because I have to go in 10 minutes and I still have to put some stuff away, or at least start getting it ready to put away. So I'm going to go put all this stuff away, and then I will probably come back out tomorrow and do some more practice, and I'll vlog that too, and so you guys will probably be getting a part 2 shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!